back. So right now I am sat in my room. This is where I've been living for the past 3 days because it has been snowing in the UK, and that means roads aren't clear and it's icy and scary, and I don't like it, and my car doesn't have winter tires here, so well, that has been a slight issue. And I normally like to go out and see other people, you know, but I have been too scared to drive this weekend, so I haven't really been able to. So right now I'm just sat in front of the radiator. You know, anyone that's ever lived in a British house is gonna understand why, because right now it's not too cold because it's like in the afternoon and the heat has been on for a while, but during the day, not great. Not great at all. So I think I'm just gonna do this thing that I wrote, which is just 25 questions about me. I went on this webpage, which is called, wait for it, I don't know what it's called, but they had 371 random questions about yourself. So I basically just picked some of the first ones, and then I'm just gonna answer those. I only picked 25 because, as you hear, I like to talk, so let's get into it. So first of all, what is your name and does it mean something? Yes, I have a name, and it is Vilde. That's how you pronounce it. It does mean something. It is, name comes from Vilde, which means, in Norwegian, alv means elf. So Vilde is someone that is elfish, kinda. I think Vilde is just a shorter version of Vilde. So, are you named after someone? Yes, kinda. My second name is after my great grandma. My first name, I think, is because it matches my dad's name, basically. Where are you from? I'm from Norway. That's where I grew up. I like it there. I just can't imagine myself living there for all of my life. How did you end up in England? That's the one I actually made myself, you know, creativity and all. I ended up here because I wanted to do some kind of au pair experience, and Australia is too expensive. And right now I'm just doing so many other things that doesn't have anything to do with my au pair experience that I don't know if the desire to move to Australia is still there after being here. How many languages do I speak? And how many languages do I want to speak? I'm gonna do both of those. So I only speak Norwegian and English, and then I really wish I was able to speak actual German, because I took German for 3 years but I didn't really care about it. And then I took French for a year, didn't care about that either because it's so hard. You know, to learn any language I actually have to study, and I don't like doing that. Yeah, I also really wish I was able to actually speak Danish and Swedish, because I can understand it, but I just can't actually speak it. What is your favorite city you've ever visited? Okay, so first of all, I'm in love with London. I absolutely enjoy it a lot. But for a city that I would only ever go on vacation in, I would probably say Athens in Greece. Because that's not a city that you would necessarily actually get to live in, because you don't want to live in Athens, basically, because Greece is kind of chaotic and you wouldn't really be able to find a job or have any extra opportunities there. But it's beautiful, so you should definitely go and visit if you can. But what is your favorite country you've lived in? My favorite country ever is I think probably, I don't know, I love Norway. I love it a lot. It's so nice. It's, you know, it has everything you need really to have a good life, good healthcare system, whatever. So that is probably my favorite country, and that's also the one I've been in the most. But I don't think that's where my soul and my body wants to be, if that makes sense. Have you ever won an award? Yes, I won Politician of the Year at my old school, because everyone got an award basically on our prom. What is your favorite, what? How many rings before you answer the phone? A lot. Sometimes I just let it go to the answer and then I just call them back. in a few minutes when I've decided that I actually want to talk to this person, or even better, will ignore them and text them and tell them I couldn't pick up the phone. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I would say I'm probably more of an introvert actually. Like, I enjoy people a lot, but I just need to spend time with myself so much. I can never be one of those people that actually spends time with their friends all the time. Like, I know some people do it and it sounds amazing, but I also just need to be on my own. How many tattoos do you have? One. Pew! You know, very nice. How many days would you last in solitary confinement? So I said I am probably an introvert, but I also need people, so I'm probably more of an ambivert, really. I would probably not last more than 1 day. I would go absolutely crazy. Yes. How many days could you last without leaving the house? So if the house includes at least one other person I can talk to, and it has all the food I need, I could go for days. Also, obviously, I would have to not have any other commitments. So obviously, if I need to go to work, I need to go to work, but yeah. What age did you go on your first date? So I went on my first date when I was 16. It was not great. What flavor of tea do you enjoy? I enjoy everything that steeps, so I don't know. I don't really have a preference, but if I just have to choose one tea to drink it for the rest of my life, I'll probably choose peppermint tea, just because it's really nice and funny and you can always have actual coffee for the caffeine. What is something you'd rather pay someone to do than to do yourself? I'd say, I have to think now. Shuffling snow, if there's ever snow. I really don't want to do that because it's heavy and it's boring, basically. If I had any kind of lawn that needs to be mowed, I'd probably make someone do it for me, be it my partner or my neighbor kids that I could give some money to actually do it for me. First of all, I'm allergic. Second of all, I just don't like grass clippers. Grass clippers? No. I don't like cutting grass, basically. And I'm allergic, so I don't want to do it. What's under your bed? So under my bed, there's actually 2 drawers. They're quite practical. They're big, and I can store a lot of stuff in it. So obviously my room is a guest room in this house. And those 2 drawers are very practical, especially for me who's an au pair, to have some kind of storage, while at the same time I don't actually have that much stuff. And what else do I have? Yeah, I have tons and tons of pictures and a big pride flag, because that's important to me. Where do you buy your jeans? I actually buy my jeans on ASOS. I use their sizing charts. I ignore their sizing guide because it's not very accurate, because currently I have about 2 sizes smaller than the ASOS size guide, and this fit me perfectly. I couldn't have them any bigger. These jeans are from Collusion. They're only £15, and I know that with my thighs I'm probably gonna rip them of some kind of catastrophe is gonna happen in only, you know, 3 months or so anyway, so I don't really want to spend too much money. What's the first thing you do when you get home? I just pop my key in the key box, because that's one thing I learned that I have to do, because I know myself now. I have my dad's brain. I just leave stuff anywhere and I forget about it, and then I'll just have to sprint around the house to look for my keys in the morning if they're not in one spot. So that's something I've implemented a long time ago. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Definitely night owl, but sometimes I'm just so sleep deprived that I fall asleep in the late evening. So I've not even late evening, early evening. So if I fall asleep in the early evening, and if I fall asleep at maybe like 7 or so, then I wake up at maybe 4 or 5 in the morning. And that's when I'm a morning person. That's when I'm a morning person, and I will actually be awake early. But other than that, never. What's the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning? I'm like, first thing is probably, can someone just turn off the alarm and turn back the time in bed so I can just stay in bed for a minute? please. What's the first app you check when you open your phone in the morning? The first app is the alarm app, because I usually wake up for my first alarm, but I will usually have at least 2 more set. So I wake up, check the alarm thing, turn off the other alarms so they don't go off while I'm in the shower, because I don't bring my phone into the bathroom because it takes too long. What's the usual bedtime? I don't really have one. I will try to go to bed before midnight. Just put on my pajamas, put myself in bed, and turn off the TV so that I won't be on Netflix for forever. But other than that, I don't really have one. Because I'm in a very fortunate situation that if I do fall asleep very late and I'm so tired the next day, I can actually just take a nap in the middle of the day, because I don't really have to do anything in the middle of the day other than the things that I tell myself I need to do, like write or take pictures or edit a video that I recently started doing. Thanks for watching the video. If you made it this far, please click the subscribe button, ring the bell, like the video, you know, give me a comment if you wanna, and then I will see you some other time. Bye.